Hey, welcome back to the Untapped Podcast. I'm
I'm
J
Base
Dog.
Months too.
I'm mythical violence, not parasitical. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, so
No.
word on the street is Leafy and h3h3 have been subbotting, and it's just interesting to hear
Okay,
about
that is.
that because I mean it's not confirmed.
Well, I mean, well,
Alright.
apparently this is like a little bit of like a rumor, like a kind of like a little a little rumor going around for the reason of, because it's kind of a little bit crazy. I mean, apparently somebody was recording, Leafy subs when they
Live
were
sub.
going down and stuff. They were watching a live sub counter and they were recording. And while Leafy subs were going down, it shot up 1K in like one instant. And then he showed
There was
evidence of Leafy on a sub for sub website where you can buy subscribers. He saw him in one of the lists of people that bought subscribers. It was Leafy's here, but the only
Yeah,
problem
and
with
the
that,
same
why
thing
it's
with
why it can
Racer.
be wrong and fake, is because the person didn't click on the account that was on the website to actually lead to Leafy's actual YouTube account.
Well, no, because there was the same thing happened with H3, and he was on
Exactly.
a mobile app, and the guy actually clicked on his account, and it linked straight to the actual H3H3 channel.
It's interesting that two big YouTubers are doing this because it's like, what other big YouTubers are doing it? Like, is everybody using it?
I don't think
Are
PewDiePie
YouTubers
is.
not actually growing as fast as we think they are?
With PewDiePie,
Who else is
he's got
using
like
it?
20 million inactive subs.
Well, it's like if you imagine somebody like such as like Bashiverse or somebody like Sky Does Minecraft or Diamond Minecraft like doing something like this, that would kind of be insane.
Yeah,
But of course,
Yeah,
everyone has inactive subs. Everyone does. Some people have a more majority of
yeah, I've got
like
3K
inactive
actives.
subs. Like look at PewDiePie. He gets like maybe 10 million views, 5 million views, and look how many subscribers he has.
well, and it could
Yeah.
up the standard
Well,
too when us small channels are looking at these big channels and we think that they're actually growing really fast. They could actually be growing a lot slower than we think, and maybe everybody's doing it.
exactly. There's these higher channels, buying all these subs while we're all down here kind of scrounging around for these small amount of subs where these guys are just buying it
Yeah,
and getting their easy way. It's kind of, yeah, it's not really fair in a way.
because
Well,
yeah, because like
know,
smaller channels have to start from scratch, and we have to go two
Exactly.
subs a week or something like that, or one sub every 2 days.
Yeah.
It's until you start to get up there in the like 1K, then it starts to move along a little bit faster. But it's
mhm.
being starting off as a small channel, even when you're working so hard in your content, unless you get a viral video that is all across YouTube, then you're kind of it's impossible to grow that fast.
It's very hard to get a popular video when you're this small as well. Like I mean,
Yeah.
I've tried to do the thing with the my Pokemon Go video where I kind of kicked my phone off into the lake. I thought that would get more views than it did, but it didn't. And I mean, that's just YouTube life for a small YouTuber in getting no views anytime at all.
Yeah, and
Well,
it's like you
and
want to
the
think. And the other part we want to think about is like if you go over ahead and you think Leafy is like subbotting, like in a way, why would you think Leafy is doing it? He has all these subs, but like, why would he be doing it?
Yeah, I think with Leafy, he's just been growing so fast that he doesn't want it to stop. And I think maybe that could be a possibility where he's just scared of it actually stop growing, so he's trying to keep up. Maybe I'm not sure, but that could be a possibility.
To be honest, I don't know too much about this. The whole H3H3 subbotting. It's like the whole
Yeah.
Leafy thing was a totally new thing to me. I've never heard of that before. But the H3H3 thing, that is way more insane for the reason of it's just like you wouldn't, in a way. I don't know what to think about the subject because it just seems too unbelievable to me that H3H3 subbotted. But it would make sense. I mean, if it comes to YouTube algorithms, you have to maintain a certain amount of subs for YouTube to promote you, perhaps? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
yeah, I
know how
think
that
the reason
works.
it's a little bit more unbelievable for H3H3 is because I think he's possibly a little bit more respected amongst the community and
Mm,
taken more seriously than Leafy is. And so people would just assume that maybe Leafy would be a little bit more immature and buy subs. Personally, that's just what I'm basing off of. But like for small channels like us, it's not really, I don't think it would really help us at all to buy subs. I mean, the best way to get a small boost if you're lucky is getting a shout out from a larger channel.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
well, another thing is why they might be able, like, why they're subbotting right now is probably because they can get up in the ranks. Because the more subscribers you have, the more
Exactly.
your videos will get, like, put up there, you know?
Is that a thing though? I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure it just only works by viewer retention, because I'm pretty sure if you had no videos, one video with 30 views and 1 million subs, they're not gonna promote that. It wouldn't. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it works like that. I don't think it goes by subs at all.
Well, I mean, if you have a lot more subs, then somebody might be more inclined to click on your channel if you have more
Yeah, but
subs
that's
because they think you're more
yeah, but
popular.
that's not promotion. That's just the actual person clicking and saying, yeah, I want to subscribe. I don't think that's YouTube going, oh yeah, we need to promote this guy because he's got a lot of subs.
And also, excuse me for being sick, but
Yeah, Clint, are you dying over there?
I am.
The content nowadays with all these commentaries and the h3h3 reaction videos, all these type of videos, how will all these videos look like in like 5 years per se? I don't know if these videos will kind of stand up and be known in about 5 years. If you know what I mean, I don't think they'll be popular anymore. They will
Yeah.
die out soon, in my opinion.
To me, commentaries and sorry, mythical or anything, since that's kind of your thing, but to me, I feel like that's just kind of a trend right
No,
now
it's totally fine.
since we haven't seen that in like a while. It just popped up and it's so popular all at once. I mean, it could go on and take different forms, but personally for React videos, since I do them and I know they're very popular, Jinx, h3h3, they've taken different forms, and I think they'll just keep taking different forms because you see they've been around a long time with like kids React and everything. There'll just be different types of reaction videos in the future.
Jinx and Blasphemous. You know how Jinx changed his content over to short movies like recently? He used to be a
Yeah.
reaction
Oh, did he?
channel, and he used to be like he used to be a really big reaction YouTuber with like 1 million subscribers, and then all of a sudden he changed to short
He does all
movies.
kinds of
Like
crazy
he
stuff
went
on his
from
channel.
1 million views every video to like, I don't know, like 30,000, like 20,000, 30,000. It was pretty insane. It was just like, what are you doing, Jinx? Your content was shit in the past, but now you just totally burnt to an entirely different level.
That's a prime example
like-
of someone. Oh yeah, you go ahead, sorry.
Well, I was gonna say though that what would you think about the whole commentary, the whole genre of the commentary community at all? Like, will it die out? Will it stay there forever? I mean, I know a lot of people like just totally hate the commentary community for the reason of they hate on a lot of people. They talk trash. A lot of people don't appreciate some of the stuff they say, and just like I don't know.
Well,
If I was to say like
commentaries-
in 5 years,
right.
it would probably still be around, but I think some different genre might take over the place for commentaries at this point, because I think commentaries and vloggers are probably the main like biggest community at the moment besides gaming.
Well, there's a difference between
Well-
commentary and roasting YouTubers. I mean, nowadays
Exactly.
commentary has taken on a new form. It's more just like roasting people with gameplay in the background. That's not a commentary. Like the original commentaries with like actually talking about a topic for a video instead of just roasting people. I think that commentary form has kind of died out, and now it's just all about roasting, and that's it. I think you can already see it with Leafy, how he's kind of changing his content even more away from roasting.
Well,
So it's kind
yeah,
of
but I don't
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be commentary taking a new form. I think that commentary channels are just gonna move on to different videos. But I mean
Yeah.
slowly, but I think
Sure.
they'll just move over to doing different kind of videos. I've seen a lot of commentary channels that have been changing up their content as they get big, and more commentary people are doing face reveals.
What does that
And
mean for
So the-
small
the next-
channels though?
What do you mean by small channels? Like, what does this mean for small channels?
Well, because these commentary channels, they're so big, and how can a smaller commentary channel that maybe has been doing it for longer, such as you, Mythical, if you want to keep on doing commentaries, how can you stand out amongst all these different commentary channels that are just rising to fame?
Do you want me to just like give advice, or like how do I feel about the whole situation?
I
I
mean,
mean,
you'd be
both.
forced to change up your
Say it to the
content
people,
if you want to stand out. If you want to stand out, you have to change your
Yeah,
content.
exactly.
Well, of course, if
This
you're
is
trying to
back to
think about how Well, you want to think about like me as a commentary community commentator. What would I do? Would I change my content? Probably, but that if I ever do become popular and YouTube becomes my job and I have ad revenue and stuff, because lol, I need money. If I'm 18, I still need a job, or if I do get a job, I'm probably Patreon. I am gonna change up my content eventually, but right now I'm gonna stick to commentaries because so far I've met amazing people. And I don't want to change this yet, but yes, I think I will have to change my content in the future. Just look over at like someone like Pyrocynical. Remember when he did like MLG videos and then they started dying out and he switched over to commentaries and reactions? Well, I did. I watched him for years, since 2014. I've been a big fan of Pyro for years.
So he
switched
changed
over
from
to
doing MLG
commentaries.
videos to
Yeah,
commentaries.
like have you ever heard of the MLG Teletubbies? Like, have you ever heard of that?
Heard of
It was a
I've
big
heard about
meme on
MLG
Pyro's
videos.
channel.
So, well, that makes me think, and 5 years from now, Pyrocynical could still be on YouTube. Who knows if he's going to be popular a lot, or as
Definitely.
popular as he is now. But he could
Well,
still be as
do you
popular
think
if he
Pyro-
follows with whatever's trending.
What do you think Pyro would say to himself? 5 years back. What do you think he would say to himself to change his content or to give him tips? What do you think he would go back and say to his older self?
5 years from now.
Well, no. From now and then go back 5 years. What, like to his
5
older
years,
MLG
like-
videos. Well, no, actually,
So-
even like 2 or 1 year, anything. Just go back. What do you think he would say? Or anything. I don't know.
Your
Just-
content
Just
is
bring up a
cringe.
topic. Segues.
I wasn't understanding what you were saying for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
probably
know.
'cause I'm Australian.
Well, yeah, I'm totally racist. I don't like Australians. I wish they all would die. I'm like Hitler. I don't like Australia. I'm like Hitler. I don't like Jews, except it's not
Be
Jews. It's
careful what you
Australians.
say on the Untapped Podcast.
Yeah, this could be.
You
This
might-
I've
could
been
turn into
untapped,
a
I'm a
meme star
virgin.
thing where, Mythical Exposed
We're gonna
videos come
replace
out
you.
every freaking second.
Oh,
We're gonna
I
replace
feel
you with
so.
Iox.
Oh no, please!
We'll
Don't
replace
do
you with
that.
Sid there.
Oh my God! Please save
we're gonna-
yourself
we're
some
gonna
time
replace
and
with
just keep
Larry.
me here. Oh no, please!
At this point, our podcast's become the ironic podcast.
I think I find this entertaining, but all right. So like you were trying to say, Liam, what would Pyro say to himself 5 years prior to becoming YouTube famous? Let's think about how old is Pyro? Pyro's 18. Pyro's 18,
okay.
so you would have been
Well, I don't
13
even-
years old.
I don't mean 5
Third-
years. I mean just like before the whole commentary thing. Not when he's literally an infant just coming out the freaking womb. I mean, before the whole commentary phenomenon where everybody's starting doing commentary roasting videos. What would he say before that to get ahead of the game? What would he be like? You need to do this to get popular. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he would say anything to himself for the reason of, he just went on the same path. Like, if right now, say, say like Pyro when he's 16 years old, probably thinking about YouTube but never has done it, right? Because Pyro started YouTube when he was 17. So think about like when he was 16, what would he say to himself now if he had the chance? I don't think he would tell himself anything for the reason of he's doing so good. I mean, like he would probably tell him, get better, don't be terrible, make quality content. I really don't care. That's probably what he would
this
say.
is a funny question. What about this? What if Pyrocynical could go back before he started YouTube and he said to himself, "You need to start doing commentary channels before everybody starts doing them." Do you think he would be as popular as he is now if he started before everybody else? Do you think he
Okay,
would
basically,
kill
I just
the commentary?
I totally just basically switched it around. My entire rant right there was just total absolute bullshit.
I know,
Oh,
I know.
my bad.
I
This
know.
is
I
Untapped
noticed.
Podcast. Welcome. Anyway,
Can I just say that we've been talking about what Pyrocynical would say to himself 5 years later for about 5 minutes now.
I'm so.
It's 5
I
minutes
literally
of
am
a
like
podcast.
so. I cannot say on this pod. I just realized that. What would you tell your younger self? I totally made it sound like what would your younger self tell you?
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
I know.
can I
That's
just
that's
say that what I would tell my younger self on YouTube, because about 5 years ago I was on YouTube. What I would say, I would show my younger self cringe compilations, and I would say, literally, you
that
don't
is
want
you.
to be in one of these. Yeah, I would say try
Alright.
not to be like anybody in this. And I think I could have possibly, well, besides the fact that I'm an 11-year-old, except look at Quotable or Lieutenant Corvus. They're 11 years old and they're, doing pretty good. But the point is, I would probably
You're not as smart
tell
as Lieutenant
myself
Corvus. That's
what cringe is. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Well,
I
it's
know,
like you should just like go ahead and show your past self like a bunch of cringe compilation videos and be like, this is what you're gonna make fun of. You see that guy doing a backflip and breaking his neck? That's what you should make
if you
fun
go
of.
back to my old videos, I've got the worst, cringiest skits that you could
well,
possibly imagine. Like
and I'm pretty
they
sure that's
are the
literally
absolute
everybody
worst.
on YouTube.
But I feel like if I could go back, I would say to that person, I would punch him in the face and just go, "Wake up! What the hell are you doing? Nobody wants to watch you sit on the bed and go blah 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 blah." I don't like.
No,
I don't know,
but
man.
the thing
It's
is, what I'm saying is that everybody's uploaded a cringy video, a cringy channel, however form it takes. But the thing is, I think if we could have gone back and told people, hey, listen, this is going to be viewed on YouTube as cringy. People like Leafy in 5 years are going to be insulting people like you. So why don't you get ahead of the game and start, acting ironic? Because that's what would be
Well,
big on YouTube.
well, I was
well.
gonna like
That
if
is it for the Untapped Podcast. We are out of time, folks. Sorry about that.
lol, it's only been 22 minutes, you flip flop.
Yeah, we
I've
actually
been
have
recording for
8
20
minutes.
so
We have plenty more time, Liam.
We have
Why
like
don't you
7 minutes
Oh.
left.
sit down, Liam. You sit
Okay,
down.
well,
We're gonna talk about
I'm
how.
sorry.
You know-
So we're
yeah,
gonna
so
talk about tips. What makes a video cringe, and how cringe has influenced YouTube. Now, I just wanna say this out of the blue because this reminds me of myself when I was about. This is little midget mythical when he was about 12 years old, and he made his first gameplay video with a camcorder playing Black Ops 1 campaign.
that sounds
It was really good, surprisingly. I was watching that the other day. But anyway, I would tell myself,
Yeah, me too.
listen,
Shoot me the
listen, Mithy. No, I don't have. It's not on YouTube anymore because it just randomly disappeared. But anyway, what I was gonna say was, what I would tell myself, listen, Mithy boy, wake up. This is your time to shine. What you need to do is you need to buy a computer, save all your money up, get on your computer. Don't talk to a bunch of people on the internet. Just straight up learn how to record YouTube videos and how to be entertaining. Just look up as much information as you can, and then basically try to become a YouTube star. And then there you go. Because right now, I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm just gonna say I'm doing okay. I'm making a slow way.
you're no
Through this.
Leafy, but sure.
I'm not a Leafy. I'm not a Pyrocynical. I'm definitely just my own person. Sadly.
Well, I would
actually
say
went to
that-
Oh, you just gonna talk over me there, J-Dog. Whew,
Well,
that's
it's that
just
Australian lag.
Okay,
because
let Australian and Nigerian internet. You have
What I was
Nigerian
saying,
internet, Liam.
what I was saying is because you were just saying how I just said to you that you're not a Leafy or something. Well, I just went to one of your videos before this podcast just to watch one, and literally the entire comment section is, "This is kind of like Leafy. You're just a Leafy clone."
Okay,
And
maybe.
it was fun.
Okay, maybe I used to do a Leafy voice, and that was pretty obvious. But I'm trying to move past that. It's a joke. It's a meme on my channel. It's nothing new. I mean,
was it a
it's
joke?
pretty old at this point. It was a joke.
At
It
the
really
time,
was a
it
joke. It was a joke, but like the whole thing, I thought I was
Can I
so
say something
inspired by
about
Leafy to do that.
You pretending to be, or like going off of
Okay.
Leafy.
Okay.
I know you do like a Pyrocynical voice and like a Leafy voice and everything. And I just
Okay.
want to say that
No, that's
for small
Pyrocynic
channels,
was actually in the call, J-Dog. are you talking about?
Well, I
Hello.
know, but Pyro?
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello, J-Dog.
Yes. I was just gonna say that Myth does a stellar impression of you.
Kill yourself.
Anyway, sorry, sir. The point is, I
Sorry,
feel like for smaller channels to get noticed, they have to get noticed more easily, and faster, which is probably the ideal thing to do. They have to do videos, you know, writing on another trend from another big YouTuber, or doing an exposed video, for an example. The reason I have as many subscribers as I have now is because I did exposing H3, and I know other channels that have exposed other big YouTubers, and just exposing big YouTubers, and it seems like it's annoying that it's like people are just trying to hop on the trend, but really for small channels that's kind of the only way to get noticed, is by talking about another big YouTuber.
Well, like you're saying, the whole like jumping on bandwagons definitely helps on certain things. Like, for example, you know how like a lot of Pyrocynical, Leafy, and other like smaller commentary YouTubers, or anybody else, like just anybody else that makes videos, they talk about all the time how people are jumping on bandwagons, like the whole H3h3 and Leafy drama, when like Leafy made fun of Tommy NC 2010. You know, it's just like people jump on that bandwagon and make an opinion video just to get views and stuff. I mean, like, you know, that's one way. That's one way.
Can I say that it's annoying for me, because I'll do a video that's original, that I really like, that I put a lot of time into, my own original idea, and then it doesn't get as many views as a video that's hopping on the bandwagon, because it's like, I want to make my own original content, but until I get big enough, I'm gonna have to hop on trends and do trending videos. My next video was about Casey Neistat. He's trending on YouTube all the time. I have to, if you want to get big, you have to jump on these trends. Until you're big, then you can finally make your own original ideas. I mean, you can still do it along the way, but it's just not going to help out your channel as
My
much.
penis is flaccid.
And that's something that I'd like to reflect on.
I'm sorry, I wasn't actually listening. I was kind of in like a daydream. I'm very sorry for that.
Okay, well, I was gonna say that I think that the best way to get noticed and to get a lot of subscribers, what definitely boosted me and what I did to get people to notice me, and how many people I know today. Like, I met Pyrocynical 2 days ago. That's basically what I've done to get me here. All I did was make a
just because he knows Pyrocynical.
Wait, really? No, get out. No, that is wrong. I met Pyrocynical before, like, after I met you guys. Jeez, man. So, funny. But anyway, I was gonna say that, basically what I did was I made a video about a person, like you said, just make a video about somebody, something to grab their attention. First you start with like smaller channels, and then you start talking to them if you think they're cool and stuff, and then all of a sudden they'll introduce you to more people, and that's basically what I've done. And it's not like riding anyone's dick or anything. I'm just being like a friendly person.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
just about, I think. So, I'm riding everybody all the way to the top of my sellout.
We went on the ironic side a little bit more than I wanted to. But
yeah, way more than we wanted to.
Well, I mean, we were gonna talk about so much other stuff, but guys, we are out of time for that. J Dog has got to go. Liam's got to go, like, fall asleep more, and then I have to go take a massive shit.
It's a 12-hour time difference between Liam and us. So.